And if we were standing in your physical shoes, there would be no one that we would let pinch us off from our own resources. You have a vibrational cache that you have access to at all times. That's the only disempowerment that can ever come to you, to use anything as your excuse not to tap into that.
So I should turn off CNN and the Washington Post.
The media is no different. The media is no different because they want your attention. It's a really known thing about you that if someone is showing you how to feel good, while you might gravitate to it, if someone is warning you about something that could cause you trouble, you're more likely to look at that. That's why the direction of so many things.
And I do really understand the energy of this thing. And I think what I see is a lot of people, especially within the community here, are trying to figure out to use this energy to inspired action. So are they standing in the right place
before you go too far, come back with that question in a moment.
Okay.
Let's put this basis down first. So if you have been watching any of the news outlets, and it really doesn't matter which of them you're watching, some of them are leaning one way, some of them are leaning another way. Esther was trying to watch a little bit of all of them just to see what all the leanings were and to try to find out if she could find a clear thought of her own in the mix of all of it. So let's say that you were watching a particular leaning news organization, and what they were saying was rather soothing to you because it agreed with you, and you could hardly stand to watch the other because what they said didn't soothe you, so you wanted to watch what soothed you. That's a pretty good idea, to watch what's soothing you. So you watch them and you listen to them, and you come to believe that they're on your side for making the world a better place. That's what you want to believe. They're on my side to make the world a better place. And they are saying the things that need to be heard, and they're saying them in the way that I most like hearing them. And so this is a soothing thing that's happening there. And then the outcome comes, and it's not the outcome that you wanted or that you thought they wanted, because you thought, we're using your words here, you thought that you were on the soothing side of things. You thought you were on the side of love and soothing and kindness and well-being. And yet now the same news organization is still trying to stir things up. They're not doing what they were asking the other group to do. They wanted the other group to just accept the inevitable thing that they thought was coming, but they're not accepting the inevitable thing. And we love them all so much because they are personally, selfishly motivated too. So you thought that they were about love and kindness, but they're not trying to soothe you. They're trying to irritate you further. They're not letting those issues that were so troubling die. They're keeping those issues alive too. And so as long as anyone is listening to someone pointing out the discord, as long as anyone is offering you something to push against, and as long as you are taking the influence and you are pushing against it, then you are being influenced by them rather than by your own inner being. You're letting that be your guidance, and you can never get back into vibrational alignment with who you are as long as you're looking for something outside of you to be the reason that you feel better. Can't watch this, it makes me feel bad. Watch that, makes me feel better. Now I'm dependent upon this to make me feel better, but you can't count on them to always make you feel better. You can't count on anything outside of yourself to cause you to feel better. And that's why we feel that this was such a wonderful experience for so many of you, because you're going to come away from it understanding something that we've been talking about for a while from your own point of view, because words don't teach, that to live a conditional life is a rough life. To need conditions to be a certain way, you have the ability to focus your mind in a way that you are in harmony with who you are, so that you have all of your power and all of your resources flowing through you. But if you think for a moment that you're getting any of that power and any of those resources from either of those political parties, then you're in for a lifetime of upheaval. Sometimes you'll just feel a little less bad than others, but you will never really feel your own empowerment, you see.
I know from a pure reality creation standpoint, we should pretty much lock ourselves away from things and try to be in alignment. Here's the thing. When I watch CNN or check into the Washington Post or any news organization, I know I'm adding things that can cause wobble in my own experience. But I also think, while this is part of I try to stay in alignment while viewing these things. And I do see that this is going to better us
watching
overall.
anything. We are not for a moment asking you to put your head in a hole. We're not asking you to get into a room and not go out, because life experience is what causes you to put things into your vortex. We just happen to know what's in your vortex, and we're just encouraging you to move in the direction of what's in your vortex. And that conversation that you're having out there and the attention that you're giving out there is preventing you from doing that. So we're asking all of you some questions. Do you have a vibrational reality? And do you think that it is maybe more poignantly focused now than it has been in a while? And does that therefore mean that there's more momentum going toward the things that you care about? And if that is true, if there's more momentum going toward the things that you care about and you feel terrible, then that must mean you're not going with the momentum. That must mean you're standing in opposition to the very things that you're asking for. It's like we asked our friend a little bit ago about the relationship that he was wanting to have with a person. We're asking him, is this the wrong outcome? Is this thing that you think you want not a vibrational match to you? Or you not a vibrational match to your own vortex? And this is the same question, isn't it?
I mean, you're right, Abraham, I know this, but
everything that we've offered through all the years that Esther's allowed us to flow through her have been to help you to come into vibrational alignment with your true desires. And this is what the confusion is right now, because your true desire is not what you think it is. You thought your true desire was this over that, but through that process you've put so many desires. So let's talk about the desire for kindness. Do you think that that's at a higher place than before?
I'm hoping so.
Well, we're asking you to use your logic.
Yes.
When you felt what happened to yourself, don't you think that you're asking for it in a stronger way? We're just going to speak for a little bit about what's in your vortex. We're talking about you collectively as a nation, collectively as a world consciousness. What's in your vortex now that was not there prior to this? So what's there now? What beneficial, focused, pointed desires are now attracting the attention of source that were not so poignantly doing so before? So we're going to speak with one voice, but it's a collective consciousness voice, and we're going to put it in the words of I, because we want you to understand that it's coming from your point of view, from your human physical point of view. I want to be happy. I want to feel good. I want to feel lighthearted and uplifted. I want to know that all is well. I want to thrive in my environment, and I want those around me to thrive too. We leaned it too hard, too fast in the direction of your inner being, which you may not be a vibrational match to, so you may not be able to feel the resonance. So we're going to step back from the generalities that your inner being is feeling so strongly, and we're going to address more specifically the I wants from your human perspective, as your vortex is just now pulsing in a stronger way. I want a safe world. I want a world where those following us in, our children and their children, can feel playful and eager about their life experience. I want more people to feel better, because I want more people to be nicer. I want more people to feel more stable, and I want fewer people to feel threatened. I want more humanity. I want softer and gentler. I want things to be better for more people. I want to personally thrive. I want those around me to personally thrive. I want a robust economy. I want to be part of a robust economy. I want everybody who wants to be part of a robust economy to be part of a robust economy. I want to make more money. I want to have more freedom. I want to experience more fun. I want to feel my stability. I want to sense the ease in my community. I want there to be more getting along in my house, in my town. I want to feel better. I want to be happy. I want to feel safer. I want to feel more sure. I want to move around the world and to gravitate with others who feel as I feel. I want to be consciously aware of the way law of attraction is already matching us up. I want to feel appreciation for everyone, no matter what side of my issues they are on. I want to understand the value that they brought to the equation. I want them to understand that I could not know who I am and how much I want this if they didn't know who they are and how much they want that. I want to resonate with the true balance of this time-space reality. I want to step back into the understanding that I had when I eagerly made the decision to come. I want thriving, not just mine, but everyone. I don't want to be a thriver in an economy that's weak. I want to be a thriver in an economy where others are thriving too. I want people to step up to who they really are. I want people to come back out into the light. I want the happy-hearted to step forward and be the voices that I'm hearing the most of. I want to be such a vibrational match to that myself that law of attraction can only yield mostly that to me. I want to feel good no matter what. I want to understand that things are always working out for me, but I don't want to just say things are working out for me and not for you. I want to know that things are working out for me's, for all of us me's. I don't just want my happiness. I want the happiness of others. And I don't want to divvy out my happiness only to those who agree with me on this or this or this. I would like happiness to go to all of them. I would like all of them to feel happy no matter who they voted for. I would like all of them to feel empowered no matter what. I would like everyone to know that things are always working out for all of us. I would like everyone to understand that there's a greater power, that there's a greater source, that the vortex is more magnificent and bigger and more powerful than all of this put together over all of the eons of all of the years, because it has been born out of all these conflicts. I want to trust my ability to focus in alignment with who I really am. I want to infuse myself with the resources of the non-physical energy. I want to refresh and find the resources that are always offered to me. I want to recognize my own power to hook myself into this current or to deprive myself of it. And I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt and give no one the power. I'm not ever going to say to anyone, and certainly not to myself, that you or anyone has the power to take me outside of this. I believe in the well-being of this time-space reality. I know that there is no regression. I know for sure that there is no going back. I know that whatever we think we just lived through, we put more in the vortex and we are all better for it. And for that, I'm appreciative of everyone who contributed to whatever posture that they took that caused all of this to be in the vortex. I now understand that there's more in the vortex that will serve generations to come than has ever been before. This particular political election put more there than the last 50 elections have put there. There's more power in the vortex. We have a greater opportunity now to live as peaceful beings on this planet, not just in this nation, than ever before, because we've asked with stronger, and this is what we really want you to hear, stronger, more personal fervor. More personal fervor. We are asking more sincerely from our personal perspective, which means our vortex is pulsing in a way for me individually than it has ever pulsed before. And now with what I know about source energy, with what I know about the collective consciousness, with what I know about source energy focused upon all of those requests, I know now that there is a current for well-being that is a stronger flow than it has ever been before, which means it will be easier for people to find here and there the flow of love. This will all die down. The drums that are beating in terms of hatred and division, they will die down simply because the physical mind does not have the capacity to hold yourself against the current that is natural to you. And that's the thing that was hurting your heart the most. That's the thing that bothered you the most. You have entered into a flawed premise. You've taken this flawed premise from this experience. You took from this experience this flawed premise. There are more mean, hateful people than I ever knew were running around. And we say, that's a flawed premise. There are more selfishly desirous of feeling good people running around than you've ever known before. There are more people who want to be in their own vortex than have ever been running around before. There is more capacity. There is more opportunity. The energy is flowing faster. The pull this way is stronger. For the first time in all of the years that we have been talking to any of you, the pull toward who you are is stronger than your ability to hold it away. This is a turning point. And as numbers of you accept the turning point and praise everything that brought it about, rather than stand in the attitude of condemnation, then you will begin immediately to experience the rewards, the benefit, the blessings, the raining down of what's been in your vortex all along. This is a breakthrough experience for all of you.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Enough?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.